Are you in the season that you want to start your own private practice in mental health? Do you see yourself doing this one day, having your own private practice? Well, I want to give you guys 4 pointers that help me open up my own private practice. If this is something that interests you, please stay connected. So all of the 4 points that I'm going to share, none of them are in a particular order, but all of them are very, very important. And I just want to share with you guys because I think these pointers can help you launch what you may think is a scary thing to do. But if you can hold on to these basic principles, it's really going to help you build that momentum to take the next steps when you're ready. And so number 1 is know your niche. What is a niche? A niche is that thing, that pain point that you have, that person that you have in mind that you're like, I have solutions for this problem. I am very interested in walking with this person that has this specific need. I am passionate to walk with this journey, to walk with this community. There's something about this pain point that I believe God has authorized me to support. Remember that as a therapist, specifically a Christian therapist, there is no specific need that we have the answer to. As a Christian therapist, I am quite aware that my niche has to be authorized by God, something that He has put in my heart to say, I want you to walk with this specific need, with this specific person that has this need or this specific person in this journey, something that you believe God has authorized me to walk with this person. I have been called to walk in this journey with this community. This is the pain point that I am passionate about supporting through the influence of Jesus Christ, through the practice of the gospel and the training of the mental health field. So that's number 1. Know your niche. Know who is the person. Always have like a person in mind, right? Not a specific personal person, but a specific need that you're like, I want to help this person. I'm always passionate about bringing relief and resources to the specific situation. You got to define it. Once you define your niche, then you remain focused on helping that niche. Now, this is one of the points that over the course of in your private practice or even in your profession as a mental health therapist, that you're going to find that every few months or years or 12 years, however long it takes, that this niche can be edited and it could change over time. So be open that this may be something that is subject to change, but to initiate your private practice, you want to have that 1 or 2 or even 3 pain points that you can zone down to, that you can actually focus on to say, this is the client, this is my ideal client that I feel like God has authorized and called me to support. So that's number 1. Number 2, network. Stay connected with people, with companies in social media, with people that look like what you want to do, that they represent a lot of the things and a lot of the values that you one day want to continue in. So if you know someone that has a private practice, hey, stay connected with them. Ask them questions. Be around that. Go on YouTube and look up videos on people that have their own private practice and how they've been successful. You want to stay connected. You want to ask questions. This is a time to learn and stay linked with people that inspire you to do the next steps for your private practice. So don't try to isolate. This is not a time to be alone and in your own world. This is a time to ask questions, to get out there. Your connections could look like different things. It could look like social media. It could look like going to different meetings or just getting yourself out there and networking in environments and settings that look like what you want to be, right? Look like your next steps. So don't shy away from connecting and doing your research. Number 3, it is very important that you understand the number. Know how much you will need every month in order to be able to live off of your private practice. That's why it's very important that if you have a job that you are getting an income, right, and it's stable and it's good, but you know that your next steps is private practice, before leaving that job, it is very important that you put in writing How much is it that you're going to need a month in order for your private practice to be that which sustains you financially? We have to be real. You have to know what that number looks like every month. Once you define that number, I want you then to figure out, this is number 4, but it's an extension of number 3. Number 4, or an extension to number 3, would be know different avenues of income that your business could pull from. So it could be private practice. It could be opening up your own YouTube channel. It could be selling merchandise, right? You can have merch. Find different ways. You can do teaching for a while, right? Or get connected with the university and teach some courses. Through the category of the profession of mental health, there are so many ways that you can pull income. There's so many avenues. And so it's very important that you define what that looks like. And I would encourage that these avenues of income that are coming in for your business all align to confirm what you're doing, right? You can take on to teach a course. You can open up your own channel. You can start seeing clients, right? And so it's very important that you have a good idea of different ways that you can draw an income into your private practice. You don't just want to fix your attention on one way, but there are various ways, right, in the profession of mental health counseling that you can bring in the income. In order to do that, it is very important that you have that number in mind, that you put that in paper and you break it down. How can I get to this number? These are the 4 things that I've done and that I continue to edit and revise even now that I have my own private practice. And I just wanted to encourage you guys, because I know many of you out there are in the pursuit of opening up your own private practice, and sometimes the pursuit just stays in your mind and stays in your prayer. So I want to encourage you, start taking actions. And these actions that I'm encouraging you to do, it really takes just sitting down and taking out a pen and paper and writing it down, declaring it and putting it into prayer as well, and presenting it to God. We have plans, but God is the one that finalizes all these plans. If it is God's will, it's going to happen. And so I want to encourage you that if you are passionate, if there's something happening in you that you're like, private practice is for me, I would encourage you to start with these simple steps that can really launch your journey in private practice. If you have any questions on how to open up your own private practice, what it takes, please leave the comments down below. I would love to hear more about your concerns or questions, or even your success stories, to help everyone else who may be listening. This is a community where we can help each other take brave steps in the name of Jesus. Well, guys, this is the end of the video. So if you have interest in remaining connected with the Oasis, you can look at all the other videos that I have put out there, integrating mental health and the faith. Please subscribe, like, and also there is a thanks button. So if you would like to support the Oasis so that we can continue to bring videos that can help and educate on integrating faith and mental health, and even opening up your own private practice or expanding your faith to take that leap into God's promises for you, this is the place to be. Thank you for watching. Until next time.